To battle, packmates, and welcome back to another episode of Starfleet Command, Orion Pirates +1. I'm Captain Drake of the light cruiser Pouncer as we continue our campaign against the Hydran Star Kingdom, and the Hydrans have been causing lots and lots of pain. Their fighters are just absolutely devastating, and they have been laying into us quite hard. Even despite that, we have managed to push across the neutral zone, so maybe we can turn that into some kind of advantage. So let's press on, start causing a little bit more havoc, and get a little bit more prestige so we can buy a better ship. Not that the Pouncer isn't a great ship. Don't get me wrong, I'm quite fond of it, but can't really deal with fighters. Oh well, it's behind us. So let's come around here to deal with this enemy fighter. We are being escorted today by the Marek Killer, once again, a ship that was destroyed in 2 episodes ago, last episode, as well as the Ferocious, a saber-toothed tiger, which has a mauler, which we had an opportunity to buy and we decided not to. The AI is probably not going to use the Mauler to the best of its abilities, but you'll be able to see it in action if you've never seen it before, and boy, is it an interesting weapon. I want a better heavy cruiser before I throw myself into something like that. Let's get the forward shields kicked up and at full power. This is the Hellbore monster. The Hellbore monster, of course, being a terrifying monster because it has... Oh, no, it's a smaller one. I was going to say it has 4 Hellbores, but no, this one only has 2. It has not yet matured to a full-sized monster. Because of that, we should be able to destroy it relatively simple. The AI is not quite capable of doing things properly. Slow down the speed of time just a little bit. Speed of 15, we're going to have to kick up the speed because he's turning directly away from us, and that's why we don't like him. So he nailed us with some of his Hellbores already, and as you can see, it went around into the back shield and caused quite a bit of damage. ESG's to on, and let's follow this up with a big crunch. 79 was that? So 51 plus 79 is a pretty significant amount of damage if I do say so myself, and I have. We're gonna come here. That's the Mauler. Now he only had 7 points of power into that, and so it did 14 damage. The Mauler cannot miss. The Mauler will do as much damage as you have battery power. Now, depending on the range you're at, will depend on the multiplier that it applies to that battery power. Within a range of, I think, 10, it might be 15, it deals double damage from what's in your battery. So when he fired it from that close, he was dealing double damage, and it was pretty significant. And do we almost have you? No, it's going to take at least one more pass, but you have no more weapons, so we're just going to drift around here. Here we go. Took out the monster without any trouble whatsoever. So hopefully that'll give us a decent amount of prestige. I don't think so, though. It wasn't a fully mature monster. 268, yeah, that sounds about right. And we took no damage at all, so let's push out a little bit more. We need to be, I don't want to say too aggressive, but we do need to push the enemy. At this point of the campaign, MET-17 patrol is broken. We tested it, we've tried the mission, and it broke. So we're not going to be taking any more of those. Let's push out in here, a little bit more neutral zone stuff. MET-10 patrol. I could do the ambushee, but I'm too worried that it'll end up sending me against 2 Hydrans with fighters, and we can't win that mission, and we'll only get like 100, 150 prestige for escaping. Alert, increased speed, we have no friends, and an enemy freighter is off in that direction. I assume there will probably be 1 or more, because enemy freighters tend to come in packs, associated with heavy cruisers with fighter complements. So nothing as of yet, but we are chugging along quite slowly, waiting for all the systems to charge. There it is. Oh god, it's an LNH. Okay, so the LNH that we fought, I believe, in the last mission is equipped with, it's an LNH-3, so it is not the one we fought in the yesterday's episode. It's more powerful than that, or is it? It's got fewer of the cannons, but more of the phasers, maybe? Probably more fighters, too. Alright, so, all up and select. Marines select. Hit and run. Oh no, it's going to deselect the moment I target these fighters, isn't it? Let's check. Yes, it does. Okay. Because I don't have accurate information on that. The killer bee needs to come back over towards me so that I can actually maul him. I don't want to actually have to deal with this. Oh, and you've also got fighters. No, you're a heavy cruiser as well. You got missiles and phasers, and I'm really phased by you. Minor pun intended. How many fighters is this? 4. Yeah, we are going to have to actually invest everything that we've got into him. He is firing his weapons from long range, and we are not buffing our forward shield, are we? So let's kick that into overdrive just for a little bit of point defense, and give ourselves a little bit of electronic countermeasures so we can deal with the incoming stuff. And kick it on. All weapons to follow-up. Ow! Just... Oh! And now we're going to hit by the Gatling phasers. Because that's what I would do. Oh no, apparently you hit our Gatling phasers up front. So he just knifed through our forward shields. Apparently we need to set our ESGs on a distance of 2. Otherwise we're screwed. Why is my rear shield down? I didn't beam anything out, did I? Did we seriously just not? No, it's still there. So why was the rear shield down? That's not clear, and it's slightly annoying me. Let's patch this up. Let's patch this up. So the phaser 3 back, because they can be a useful piece of equipment. We dealt with his fighter complement, which will be helpful, but now we got to deal with him, and he is no pushover. So let's go into Marines. How many to steal him? 12? No, it's not going to happen. Yeah, the Gatling phasers are selected. And it looks like the Orion Heavy Cruiser is an enemy. Come on, more speed. Let's get it between here. If I can get the mine to knock out the missiles, we have a chance. No, it's got past the missiles already. More power, more speed. Dump another mine right here to deal with those missiles. That'll also allow us to extend the range out a little bit, so he can't hit us full power with those weapons. Ooh, it also nicked him with the bomb. That's useful. Alright, I want this one dead. Firing your fusion cannon at me, that's okay. Didn't knock out his shield. He got him too close. That's not the one that I care about. Hit the Testament. The Testament is the dangerous one. Disruptors. Send over our own assault teams, and they took out the one. Pull away, pull away. Another mine right in front of them. Oh, the Gatling phasers are just... they are murder on us. We really don't have much of a response to them either. They're just insanely powerful weapons. I need more distance. He's doing a speed of 24. Jeez. Not ready for a mine just yet, but we were able to avoid some damage. Get another mine, get us some distance. This HPT is coming in on me. Marines to capture. There, it's gonna be mine, I think. No, you managed to defend off the crew. There we go, now it's mine. And we just got to avoid it for a little while. To give me some distance, pull out of here. We need time to restock, repair, and rearm. So we need to fix a disruptor, we need to fix that, and we need a little bit of power. So we're just going to build distance. We'll let this hopefully fight... not him, I'm stealing him. He's going to be mine, it's going to be great. 20. 20 ain't happening, and I'm down to 3 hit and run teams. Which is not wonderful. Phaser capacitor is almost fully geared up, that's good. The ESG is down at half and has almost no power into it. But if you start fighting him, then I can carol in on your behind. If I can get to the stern of your ship and start nailing you, I can start knocking out power systems. Select Disruptor. We are at full power at this point. So we can start using our disruptors a little bit. Because it costs us no power. Come on, blink off the other one. Use the other phaser 3. So gear ourselves a little bit of disruptor power. Okay, so we stole him. Wonderful. So we have one of the enemy ships at this point. Now we just need to deal with this one. I didn't want to shoot that. I wanted to select disruptors, which weren't ready to fire anyway, but that's what I wanted. We can't get too close to him. Getting too close to him means that we end up taking damage from his Gatling phasers. We also want to avoid this guy because we'd prefer not to fight him. Or at least not right now. Knocked out our shields. At least he's not insanely powerful. He's just moderately strong. He's got 4 missile launchers. Leave me alone. Oh, I'm out of mines. I don't think our little ship can handle that. Disruptors are not charging. They're not at a point where they can do that, although he does appear to be engaging the heavy cruiser. That works for me. Get me within a distance of 5 and we'll start laying into him. Disruptors aren't charged, but they charge quick, which is really nice. He's doing a speed of 23, so we are gaining on him a little bit. Disruptors ought to be ready shortly. Picked off those with the Gatling phasers. Excellent. Fire all phasers in through that hole. Slow it out a bit. We don't want to touch. And we also can't afford to get too close to him. Don't lead me too close to that guy. He's being smart and I don't like it. Because he knew I would have to do that. We gotta avoid his Gatling phasers at all costs. We don't have any armor either, which means every hit that we take is, well, damage on through. Disruptor. Build distance, build distance. Oh, that's good, that's good. They're able to just defend themselves so well against it, though. Because they just have so much defense in Gatling phasers. Gatling phasers are hands down the best weapon system in this game. Bar none. Plasma torpedoes have nothing on the efficiency and firepower that a Gatling phaser can put out. It's just absurd. A little bit frustrating to have to fight them, especially with a race which is so reliant on close quarters combat. So I need disruptors to have a good shot on you. More engine repairs. Disruptors are about to come online, but it's only the forward firing disruptors, not the side ones. Not that button. This button. There we go. Punching through, causing a little bit of damage. Not too much, but eventually we'll plink away his armor. He won't have anything left to defend himself with. Incoming missiles, but we can get away from them, I believe. They are medium speed missiles, so we are going to have to kick up the speed a bit because at 24 speed. Not great. Just trying to protect ourselves as best as we can. No more mines, just dumb them out. Drop a mine into their path and cause them to explode on them. Don't shoot at me, shoot at him. Not him, him. I think our little buddy's dead. Yeah, it is. So he's really kicking up the speed now. But I would like to pull in on your stern to get an angle on that open shield, which you're about to provide me. Excellent. Let's get all 4 disruptors ready to shoot. Not that. I keep hitting one because I'm used to my phasers being my long-range weapon. Not a single one hit, it doesn't look like. More missiles coming in on him. He's actually can't be caught by them unless he turns hard. Kind of like what we were doing right now. One phaser. I knew that was coming. Just didn't have much of a choice because I got to outrun my own missiles. He is slowing way down though. Did have a fusion cannon, but used it from beyond effective range, so that's not terrible. And we've lost another phaser 3. Fix it. And we still have incoming. He's not bleeding 2 power to hold those missiles. So that actually does work in our favor pretty severely. I want to be able to get on your stern and do something about it, but no, not anymore. He's buzzed himself clean. Disruptors are not currently available to do anything. I can't dump a mine on him. Just gotta burn and hope to get out of here. We're not gonna flee just yet, but we do need to get some serious distance going on here. Because of that. Ugh. You just deal too much damage. For a ship that small. Now granted, we're also pretty small, but still, he just deals so much. Even if we do kill him, I'm not sure what we're going to do about his friend. Let's set this down to 0 just in case we ever actually decide we're going to use it. Disruptor. Another hit. Build some distance. Drag him back over to this guy. Maybe they'll fight and he'll kill him or something. We need time to repair the shields. I can't afford to do a shield repair though, because at this point I'm too desperate for spare parts. I need them in case something breaks. Did you just shut off your engine doubling? That's what it sounded like. Okay. Don't go after me, go after him. I'm not even on a proper intercept course with you. I mean, I'm going to curl in on one, but... Come on, get through. Oh, missiles getting through. Nice work. Very happy to see that. Disruptors, I only got 2 of them. Blast them into them. We got to keep the distance. We got to let these 2 fight. Because if we get involved in this fight, then we're just going to get ruined. We're not in a position to really cause massive amounts of damage to anybody. We're more in a position of we've got to be a little bit cagey, stay at range, and not be stupid. Which, you know, that can be a little bit hard sometimes, but I think we can manage it. So that is one disruptor. That is the other disruptor. So we are charging all the disruptors now. And come back in on them. This is a maximum range shot. It's not going to do much. From this range, probably won't even hit. But this will allow us to come back in towards him. Hopefully all disruptors will be ready by that time and we'll be able to do something fun to him. So he is turning hard, but he is also taking shots right on through the shields. He's hopefully starting to lose capabilities. Mainly Gatling phasers. If they're completely offline, then we've got a really good shot here. If his Gatling phasers are offline, I'm going to switch targets and hit him. Speed is dropping. I like to see that. You have... He jumped a Wild Weasel. Wow, that's the first Wild Weasel he's dumped in this fight. You're pretty much undamaged. You, on the other hand, let's find out. Yeah, your Gatling phasers are out and you're not fixing him. Okay. So I'm going to focus on him. Wrong button. I knocked out the shield, so allow me to do that. Alright, ESG's to full power. Let's see if we can't avoid clipping him so we can knock into the Viking glory. We can. All weapons. Anything you got left that I saved. So we've knocked out most of his stern weapons as well. So it looks like we got them to play against each other, which has given us an advantage. He's down to a speed of 8, and he's holding on to another missile. He's not just getting rid of it. More missiles on into him. Only doing 6 damage, though. It's ridiculously low. I think this is going to kill him. No, it isn't, but he doesn't really have much in the way of anything left. So I'm going to keep focusing my attentions on the Viking. Yep, there we go. We'll fly through the wreckage, all cinematic-like. Make sure we target the Viking glory, that's important. Alright, nailing him there. Let's high energy turn here. More missiles coming our way. Phasers now taking care of it. Shut off the point defense. All but select, he's down to a speed of 0.7. I think we got him. Does the ESG have any power? It did. Enough for 8 points of damage. We've knocked out a missile launcher. I think he's probably out of ammunition at this point. He does still have 2 phasers, but I'm not sure which arc those are able to fire into, and I think we might have him. So that was a close call. So, 4 ships entered this arena, 1 ship will leave this arena, and the way we did it was by the skin of our teeth. Mainly what ended up happening was the small freighter we were able to bully using our transporters. The larger ship, we took out his fighters and then let a heavy cruiser deal with him, and he almost beat the heavy cruiser. Oh, Hydran ships are just insanely powerful. So let's see what we have to work with here, how much prestige they're going to reward us for that mission. I can't imagine it's going to be much, but it'd be nice if it was. Wow, it was! 536 prestige. That brings us up to 3,241. We're going home. We're going home so that we can buy a ship. Shipyard high. So a DNP is a Lion Dreadnought with a power refit, so I have 59 power. It's got 4 ESGs. It's outside of our price range, but I figured I'd look at it anyway. BCPP. And STL is Single Tooth Lion Dreadnought Mauler. That's what we want. Oh, that is everything that we want. It's 1,000 too expensive for us to afford, though. The reason why we want it is, 1, it's a Dreadnought, and 2, it has a Mauler and 4 ESGs. And backs that up with 4 Disruptors as well. Only 6 Phaser 1s, 6 Phaser 3s, which is not the greatest Phaser armament you're ever going to see, but that'll suit you just fine. Let's see what else there is that currently afford on the market. An NCA, I don't really care. Do we save for that STL? We're 1,000 away. That's 2 good missions away from having it, which we may want to do. We are a CWLP. So let's go. We are a light cruiser. And this way. Nope. None of these. These are all destroyers. Did I pass it? No, not yet. CWLP, we have 24, 30, 36. And the battle cruisers are 28, 28, 36. So their forward shields are weaker. The side forward shields are weaker. By about 10%. Which is really kind of weird when you think about it. I guess we stay in our ship just a little bit longer. We stay in until we get 4,200 something, so we can get a single tooth line. I think that's probably the best solution. So let's patch up the 81 points of damage that guy managed to absolutely blast us with. We need a whole bunch more spare parts because we went through them all. We also need a whole bunch of Marines. We're going to drop below 3,000, which is tragic because I like being above 3,000. Alrighty. So the goal is, at this point, the single tooth line. We need 4,300, not this. And it crashed. Although luckily it doesn't look like we actually missed any information. It was crashing as we were basically saving. And because we've basically done a whole episode at this point, I'm not going to re-record the entire episode. Also, we didn't lose any progress. I'm just going to mash this part together along with the other parts. So there may be a bit of a jump cut in between me talking about fixing things and us talking about what we're doing in the future and about dropping down below 3,000. But yeah, that's going to do it for today's episode. I've been Derek. If you like what you've been seeing, hit that like button and subscribe. If you want to see a notification every time I post one of these videos, press that little bell icon, leave a comment. I will see you all in the next episode.